This is Hokie Baseball. Now let's go back to the ballpark.
I hated to see my freshman year end, but as a sophomore, I could better enjoy the activities. Activities such as marching through Roanoke to the VMI football game on Thanksgiving Day. It's often called the Military Classic of the South.
The Military Classic of the South is revised on a Tuesday night in April. We're on the baseball diamond this evening. It's VMI and VPI. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff man. Okuda sets up, pitches, and strikes out Cody Warner. The Hokies look like they just touched down from a trip to the sun. The bright, burnt orange jerseys this evening. Hokies in white across the front of the burnt orange jerseys, white pants, and the tricolor maroon, white, and burnt orange knee-high socks. The bill of the cap is orange, the crown is maroon, and the first pitch slider to Will Knight has popped up into shallow center. Backing up is Biddison, and the second baseman makes the catch 15 feet onto the outfield turf. The 1-2 from Okuda. Fastball in the corner. See ya. Strike 3 to Morgan. A strikeout to Warner. A strikeout to Trey Morgan. 3 up, 3 down. A picture-perfect start for Ryan Okuda. We'll get VMI and VPI on the football field 5 years from now to renew that rivalry. First pitch to Hurley, bunted up the third baseline. Inskeep fields, throws to first, and Hurley is out by a half of a step. A tremendous play by JT Inskeep, making his first start of the season for VMI. The 3-2, Biddison caught looking on the corner. Cross leads the ACC in batting average. He's hitting .413 on the season. He's hitting over 500 in the last 2 weeks. 9 home runs, 30 RBIs for Cross. He leads the ACC in total bases. The 1-2, Cross, full extension and a high drive to left field. Cross, the king of the ding. Solo home run into the trees in left center. The 10th home run of Gavin Cross's second freshman season hands Virginia Tech a 1-0 lead. The 1-1, Rumfield hits a turf shot to short on 2 bounces. It's fielded by Morris. He throws to first, and Rumfield is out by a half a step. Stark is batting .364, 6 home runs, 16 RBIs. He's 4th on VMI in strikeouts, and Okuda starts with a fastball. It's hit to short on 2 bounces. Moving to his left, Schobel fields, throws to first, and there's 1 out on 1 pitch. The 3-2, right by Garrett. The 3rd strikeout for Ryan Okuda. And here comes the 1-2 to Morris. Pop fly in the infield. It's into foul territory. Ebel gets rid of his mask and takes the ball away from Rumfield for the out. Rumfield tried to help out. Ebel was there first, and it's a 1-2-3 second inning for Ryan Okuda. Leadoff man is Schobel to start the second. He swings at the 3-2, a little liner to short. Morris dives to his left, makes a great catch, and Schobel is out to start the inning. 1-0, Virginia Tech leads it. Bottom of the second, base is empty. 1 out, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tanner Thomas. The lefty has his left foot in the far corner of the left-handed batter's box, and he's ready for a fastball that he smokes to center, right into the mid of Morgan. Trey Morgan, 2 steps in, the ball found him. 2 outs on 2 hard line drives.
Hitter number 11, Cade Swisher.
Swisher hit a 2-run home run in Saturday's win against Georgia Tech. Cade Swisher was the star attraction in the 7-0 win. RBI single in his first at bat, RBI single in his second, then the home run. The 1-2, Swisher wants all of it. Fly ball right field, back to the track, over the shoulder. The catch is made by Knight. Oh, Cade Swisher just misses a big blast to right field. The 0-1, Inskeep hits it on the ground to third. Donlin traps the ball, throws to first, right on the money. The first start of Lucas Donlan's career at third base. The 0-2, ground ball right up the middle. Schobel covers at second, steps to his left, fields and throws to first. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch by Okuda, fly ball right field. It's pushed back to the track, plenty of room for Cross. He's underneath it, and the inning is over. 1-0, Virginia Tech has the lead in the bottom of the third inning, and one of the most spectacular rainbows I have ever seen in my life is now blessing all of us high over English Field. We've been on the road the last couple of Tuesdays. Liberty picked up an 8-2 win in Lynchburg last week. Virginia Tech picked up a 15-5 win at ETSU 2 weeks ago. The 2-2 to Donlan. Fisted on the ground, first base side. Diving, fielding is Stark. He throws to first, and Inskeep covers for the out. The 2-0. Fastball. Ebel is all over it. He lines it into center for his second career hit. A 1-out single by the 9-man, Garrick Ebel. The 0-2 slider low and inside, blocked nicely by Garrett, and now Virginia Tech is in a rundown. Ebel at first tries to get back to the base. It won't happen. Ebel chopped down in between first and second. A great block by Garrett, and he threw behind Garrick Ebel at first, and Garrick was trapped. Just like that, the bases are empty. Now there's 2 outs. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away for Jack Hurley. With Virginia Tech leading 1-0. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Inskeep winds up, pitches, ground ball first base side, backhanded, now deflected off the glove of Stark into right center. Hurley will hold up at first base. Jack Hurley has 2 stolen bases on the year. Nick Biddison struck out in the first inning. Quiet weekend for Biddison. Couple strikeouts on Sunday. He did pick up 2 singles. First pitch curve right through the 5-hole of Garrett. Now Hurley can take second base. Inskeep working from the stretch. Looks to second, pitches, and misses outside. Ewald tapping his left toe, setting, pitching, and Cross reaches out and says, "Hello, baseball, let's go for a ride," deep into the glove of Knight in right center. If you pull in this park tonight, bad things will happen. If you go opposite field, good things will happen. Ebel is setting up inside for the 0-2 pitch that strikes out Warner. Slider in the turf. It's picked up by Ebel on the bounce. He throws to first and finalizes the out. 1 out. Will Knight is batting, and he swings at the first pitch, bounces it to first. TJ Rumfield handles it, and he tells Ryan Okuda, "I got this. Stay on the mound. I'll walk it to first for the second out." 2 outs, base is empty. The 2-0 to Morgan. Ground ball through the right side of the infield for the first hit of the evening for VMI. A 2-out single for the 3-hitter Trey Morgan. Okuda started the game 11 for 11. He retired the first 11 VMI hitters that he faced. And if there was ever a time to come up with a 2-out hit, it's right before Justin Stark bats, the reigning SoCon Player of the Week. Winds and pitches, and the 1-0 is chopped through the left side of the infield. Back-to-back 2-out singles by VMI. The 1-1, fastball, ground ball right by Donlan, third base side. It'll roll to the wall. VMI has tied the game. Morgan has scored. Here comes Stark around third. He's home to hand the Keydets a 2-1 fourth inning lead against Virginia Tech. It's a 2-run double by Cole Garrett on the 3rd straight VMI hit. The 0-1 from Okuda. Line drive base hit into left field. It's picked up by Thomas. They're waving Garrett around third. Thomas's throw is cut off by Domlin. Garrett scores, and Zach Morris has an RBI single. 3 runs are in on 4 straight 2-out hits by the VMI Keydets.
Number 10, JT Inskeep.
4 straight hits for the Keydets, a runner on first, and a 3-1 VMI lead with 2 outs. The 1-2 from Johnson, back in the turf, and it's kicked inadvertently by Ebel, and that allows Morris to head to second base. 3 runs are already in for VMI. Runner on second. Full count, the 3-2 pitch. It's inside for ball 4. Inskeep walks. Here's the 3-2, and the fastball misses eye high inside. Ball 4, back-to-back full count walks for VMI. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The 0-1. Slider, line drive to second. Drifting back, jumping and making the catch is Biddison. And Hamilton has escaped a bases-loaded jam. Only 2 hits in the evening for the Hokies. 1 was a home run by Gavin Cross. The 1-0. Rumfield, full extension, deep drive, left center field. It's run down at the wall by Morgan. What does it take for a left-handed power hitter to hit the ball out of the park to center or right field tonight? The 0-1. Schobel chops one to short. Charging is Morris. He fields, throws on the run, 2 outs. Righty versus lefty. Ewald sets and pitches, and Thomas yanks one to second on 2 bounces. It's picked up by Nuccio, and he throws to first to finish up the second 1-2-3 inning of the evening. The 1-1. Slider ripped up the middle for a base hit. Hamilton had to duck out of the way of the baseball. First time a leadoff hitter has reached safely for VMI tonight. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch is on the way, and Hamilton misses. Hamilton readies the pitch, offers a slider. It's lifted into left center. Hurley will give way to Thomas, who races back to the track, makes the catch in the gap. Thomas throws to second. Advancing to third is Cody Warner. Knight will hold up at first. Runners on the corners for VMI, and the reigning SoCon Player of the Week, Justin Stark. He takes the same pitch in the same location for ball 1, and with runners on the corners and 1 out, will Hamilton go back to the slider? Yes, and Stark was ready for it. He lobs it into left for a base hit. A run scores, 4-1 VMI on an RBI single by Justin Stark. Griffin Green sets and pitches. Slider hit to short on 2 bounces. Schobel fields, throws to second for 1. Biddison turns the double play. The 1-2 from Ewald. Slider that hits Swisher on the bounce. A brutal bounce. And off the turf, it hits the right foot of Cade Swisher. The Hokies finally have a leadoff hitter aboard to start an inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. The 2-2 pitch. Donlan hits a high hopper over the pitcher's mound. It's picked up at second, throwing on the run. Late infield single, Lucas Donlan. He never stopped hustling. 3 balls, no strikes. Ebel is still showing bunt, and he'll take ball 4. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball chopped over to short. Deep in the hole. Morris fields, throws to second, and they do get a force at second base. Swisher is home. Hurley has an RBI. The Hokies are within 2. It's 4-2 VMI following a fielder's choice ground out from Jack Hurley. One ball, 1 strike. Here's a breaking ball, and it hits Biddison in his back. Biddison, Hurley, Donlan, they have surrounded Jack Thompson. Orange everywhere Thompson looks. The 2-1 to Cross. Big swing and a pop fly pushed back into shallow left. Warner's coming in from left field. Now it's Morris at short. Morris leans back, makes the catch, and looks Donlan back to third. But the foul tip, it dislodged the ball from the glove of Garrett. Garrett fails to hold on to it, and Rumfield will get to see another pitch. That's how close success and failure is in this game. The 1-2. Curveball, ground ball rolling through the middle. A slow roll to bring home 2 runs. The Hokies have tied the game on a 2-run single by TJ Rumfield. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and third for the Hokies. Runner takes off from first, and the 0-2 is lifted to center right into the glove of Morgan. A direct line shot right to Trey Morgan. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff man. We're tied up at 4, top of the 6th. The 1-2 from Green, strike 3. The slider, it loves to miss bats. And the big swing and a miss by Morris solidifies strikeout number 1 from Griffin Green. Griffin Green's pitch finally strikes out Inskeep. Full count, 2 outs, tie game in the 6th. Base is empty. Here's the 3-2. Slow ground ball to second. Picked up by Biddiston. He throws to first. Late! Virginia Tech wins the official booth review. Capehart sets up shop. Winds and pitches. Thomas is caught looking on an 88-mile-an-hour fastball. Strike 3. Tanner Thomas is out to start the 6th. The 3-2 to Swisher. Hard line drive into left field. He goes with the pitch and lines it into left. A 1-out single for Cade Swisher. Capehart looks over at Swisher at first base. Now he directs his attention to Donlin. Here's the 0-2. Donlin strikes out. 3 pitches. It's all Capehart needed for his 2nd strikeout of the inning. He's ready for the 1-2, and Ebel takes the fastball, lifts it to left, carrying back to the track. Warner has his feet on the warning track and 4 feet of space to make the catch. Full count. Griffin Green shrugs his shoulders, winds up and pitches. A chopper back to the mound. Green can't get to it on 2 bounces. It's off the bare hand of Schobel for an infield single. 1 ball, no strikes, runner on first, no outs. The 1-0. Slider, low and away, ball 2. Ebel loses the ball. Now Swaim heads to second. Ebel, gotcha! Right where Garrick Ebel wants him. Payoff pitch to Warner. The 3-2. Fastball misses outside. Not even close to being a consideration for Warner. A straight take by Cody Warner for ball 4. Runner takes off. The 1-1 is taken for a strike. Ebel's throw is off the line at second. Warner is safe. His 4th stolen base of the year, and VMI has the go-ahead run at second base with 1 out in the 7th inning. And now the count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Green taps his left toe twice on the pitcher's mound. Now he sets, fires. Slider is lifted into center. It lands in front of Hurley. Base hit. Running through the stop sign. Hurley throws home and tells Cody Warner, listen to your coach. Trey Morgan with 2 outs. He swings at the first pitch and belts it deep to right center field. Morgan hits it into the gap. It 1-hops the wall. Turning the Jets around second is Knight. He's at third. Knight's coming home and he scores from first on an RBI double by Trey Morgan. It's 5-4 VMI. 1 more payoff pitch. Stark takes ball 4 low and away. And all in all, that might not be the worst outcome against Justin Stark. He earns a full count walk. Full count, 2 outs, 5-4 VMI. The 3-2 pitch, strike 3, high fastball, and dropping to 1 knee is Cole Garrett. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ben Capehart pitches and misses inside. A leadoff walk for Hurley. And for only the 2nd time tonight, the Hokies have been able to reach base safely with their leadoff hitter. He picked up a couple saves this weekend against Mercer. The 1-0 to Cross. Gavin ropes it into right. A base hit for Gavin Cross. Hurley holds up at second. A 1-out single for Cross. The tying run is at second. The go-ahead run is at first. The cleanup hitter is hitting for Virginia Tech. Here comes TJ Rumfield.
Number 7, TJ Rumfield.
With TJ's mom landing in Dallas-Fort Worth, well, she should have touched down in Dallas-Fort Worth within the last 30 minutes. Wouldn't this be a nice welcome back to Texas gift? After watching her son play in Blacksburg for the first time this weekend, Mama Rumfield is home. TJ Rumfield trying to bring the Hokies home with 1 big hit. First pitch from Jewell, outside, ball 1. Rumfield, a 2-run single in his last at bat. With Hurley on second, Cross on first. Virginia Tech trailing 5-4. Here's the 1-0. Ball 2, wild pitch. It jumps over the shoulder on a bounce. Jumps over the shoulder of Garrett, and by the time he collects the ball, Hurley is already standing at third, Cross at second. And now VMI can intentionally walk Rumfield if they choose to. First base is open. Schobel is on deck. Rumfield has a .345 hitter with 5 homers and 28 RBIs, a tempting hitter to walk. The 2-0 from Jewell. Fastball. You should have walked him. Rumfield to the video board we go. Gone. 3-run home run. TJ Rumfield. 7-5 Virginia Tech. The second home run of the night is blasted off the video board in right center. 7-5 Virginia Tech. The 3-2. Schobel takes ball 4. The 1-0 Tanner Thomas. A line drive to right that finds the glove of Knight. The 2-1. Another bad bounce on a pitch that misses low and inside and then ricochets into the leg of Cade Swisher. Swisher is hit by another pitch. He's reached first base successfully in the 5th, in the 6th, in the 7th innings. Runners on first and second. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch, line drive, into the mid of the first baseman, Stark. He dives onto the chalk. Morris is one of 6 freshmen in the lineup for VMI. One of 3 that hits at least 300. 23 strikeouts, only 5 walks for Morris. Payoff pitch, Firoved strikes out Zach Morris. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty. The 3-1 fastball misses the corner. Ball 4, a 5-pitch walk, and JT Inskeep has his second walk of the night. North Carolina dropped the Friday and Saturday games against the Hokies. Firoved won on Saturday. The 1-2 pitch right past Nuccio. The fastball, too much. And Callan Nuccio strikes out the 3rd hitter in the last 4 faced for Firoved. The Graham Firoved strikes out. And here's a 3-0 that Lloyd watches sail past for ball 4. It'll take a ball into the alleys to score a run and maybe allow Lloyd to go first to home. Firoved wants to eliminate that option. The 1-0, a high chop first base side. Underhand glove, Rumfield, how did you do that? Tremendous defensive scoop by Rumfield, and he drags his foot along first base to end the inning. Full count. Here's the pitch to Evil. Fly ball just flutters into center field. Now converging is Morgan, and he'll give way to the second baseman, Nuccio, who makes the Cats 70 feet into the outfield turf. We're in the bottom of the 8th, 2-run Hokie lead. The 0-2 to Hurley strikes him out, off speed at the right time. The 0-2 slider lined into right field, past Nuccio at second base. A 2-out, 0-2 single by Nick Biddison. He hit his 10th home run of the year in the first inning. 31 RBIs on the year for Cross. Runner on first, 2 outs, and Biddison takes off. First pitch ends up in the turf, and that's an easy stolen base for Nick Biddison. Biddy is now tied for the team lead in stolen bases, and he has been a eligible Virginia Tech Hokie for a week and a half. The offseason shoulder surgery hasn't slowed down the need for Biddy's speed. 5 for 5 in stolen base attempts in 8 games from the stretch. He sets some pitches. Cross, hard ground ball to short. Gloved on the scoop by Morris. He throws low to first, but Stark picks it up. And the 8th inning is over for the Hokie hitters. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Heard. Slider chopped slowly to short. On 1 bounce, it's fielded by Schobel. He throws to first, and there's 1 out. The pitch from Heard. Slider bunted back to the pitching mound. Moving to the left is Heard. He fields, throws, and it's late. Infield single by Trey Morgan. The tying run will stroll to the plate in a 7-5 game, 1 out of the 9th, and here comes Justin Stark. Seven to 5 Virginia Tech. 9th inning, runner on first. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the cleanup man. Full count pitch, strikes out Stark. The slider spins past the bat of Justin Stark. 2 outs in the 9th. Cole Garrett, last man standing for VMI.
Number 27, Cole Garrett.
10 strikeouts for 6 Hokie pitchers. The maroon and orange that offers the most beautiful backdrop in Blacksburg. It's now surrounding us. Hokie fans up the third base and first base line, behind home plate. The Virginia Tech players are leaning against the edge of the dugout railing. 2-run Hokie lead, 2 outs in the 9th, runner on first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Heard strikes out Garrett, and the slider is the devastating detail that hands the Hokies a win. Back-to-back slider strikeouts by Heard. The 6th save of Jaison Heard's career, his 2nd as a senior this season. Virginia Tech 7, VMI 5. VPI pulls it off. The Hokies come back and win the 131st game in program history against VMI. The Hokies improved to 131 and 49 all-time against the VMI Keydets. And 121 years of historic baseball between these two programs. The latest installment did not disappoint.